Hi everybody and welcome to this week's edition of Property Chat here on the James Alexander YouTube channel with me, Ken Hume. Stand by. Well, this week folks, we're talking about stamp duty. The stamp duty take this year has now reached £11.7 billion a year. Can you imagine? What a huge figure. Just to put that into perspective, you could buy the Premiership, all of its players, more than twice over with that, or you could buy 585 Wayne Rooneys with the amount of stamp duty the government takes every year. It's become a huge and significant part of government revenue, which means that they have a vested interest in making sure that the UK housing market continues in order that they get that revenue take that they're more than used to. The surprising thing about that statistic is that it's actually up by more than £1 billion from last year. And that's interesting because, of course, we've had the 3% landlord tax added in now, which we presumed would actually bring down the take. And it seems that the government are on a winner here because if you think about it, logically, it's a win-win. On the one hand, landlords appear to be paying that extra premium when they want to buy to let. On the other hand, the number of buy-to-let investors has reduced, allowing first-time buyers into the fold to buy as well. So not only have they increased take, but actually they've done something which is helping first-time buyers. So I think the government won't be repealing that anytime soon. And I think as far as stamp duty is concerned, what does the government do for it? Absolutely nothing. But here's the thing, it's the easiest tax in the world for them to collect. It's actually provided to them by the solicitors that are acting for the purchasers. So there's no way it's going anywhere. So stamp duty, 11.7 billion, absolutely amazing take, and gives the government a more vested interest than many might expect in making sure that the housing market continues to be stable. Now on to other things. Now, there's been a lot of talk about the negativity around Brexit and how, this is depressing things, and how, the fact that we're now in the middle of an election, snap election period, is depressing things. In fact, there is an optimistic view to be taken from this, and I take it. Let's look at two things. First of all, as far as Brexit's concerned, this is leading to the Bank of England to be saying, look, we've got to hold interest rates where they are. We can't increase interest rates, which continues the fold of more and more competitive interest rates coming out as long-term rates, predicted rates come down, which is great news for borrowers, of course. So in terms of that stability, that really helps. And then if you look at the other side of it and where we are as far as the election's concerned, another 5 years of Conservative government could arguably mean stability for the property market. And that's certainly the way that the market seems to be handling it so far. There's certainly a tentative nature about the market at the moment. If you're a buyer, I think it's a great time, because I think once it becomes clearer that it's a Tory landslide we're looking at, the housing market will continue as normal. And right now, where it's a little bit slower, you may get yourself a better deal. So I think it's actually a very good time to be looking if you're a buyer. If you're a seller too, there are advantages to the current market. Yes, there are less buyers, and anybody that tells you that there aren't less buyers is lying. That said, there are less properties available. So, we don't need all those buyers if we don't have the large supply of stock. And what we do have is the ones that are left in the market seem to be much more genuine, much more solid, and much more committed to buying for the right reasons. Not for making money, but because perhaps, they've got another child and now they need that garden and the like. So generally what we're finding is the market is busy. I wouldn't say it's mad, but it's certainly busy and it's stable. And I think that's a good thing for now, the housing market, and it certainly bodes well for the future. As far as other news is concerned, BOMAD is a new term that I've seen coined this week. The bank of mum and dad seem to be increasingly popular looking at statistics. Apparently we're now looking more than ever at our parents in order to buy, or indeed granny and granddad to help out, because it's so hard for people to get onto the housing ladder in the first place, and so people are digging into their pension funds, they're refinancing their houses just in order to get their children onto the market. That's it for this week. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Apologies, we've been away a bit on holiday. Sorry about that. When I come back, we've got another week and a half I'm away again, and then when I come back, we'll be regularly broadcasting every week back to normal. Hope you've enjoyed it. Please like and share and subscribe. Take care.